Hello, everybody. Hello, my people. So I am going to do a makeup video of me putting on makeup. Very original. And I really want to try to make my skin as glowy and healthy looking as possible. And I'm going to try to do this the right way and actually show you every single thing that I'm using. Yeah, that's all. That's it. You know, it's not a tutorial. God forbid I do a tutorial because I don't know what I'm doing. So this is no suggestion that you should do what I do. But I'm just going to see how I can kind of perfect my skin with makeup, if that's at all possible. I see that in this camera, my face looks really dark over here and over here, and that's the lighting situation. It's like, it's not that way in real life. But yeah, that's really the lighting. So what I'm gonna do first is I've already moisturized, or much earlier. I'm gonna do it again though. First, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Age Perfect Moisturizer. And I use the pink one, and I like it just because it's pink. No other reason. It is very thick and feels great going on my skin. But I do like it because it has that little pink tint to it, and anything I can use that's going to help me with that pallor that I have going on due to it being the end of summer. Oh God, this is always just the best part, is just rubbing this moisture into the skin. It feels so good. You know, it took me the longest time to kind of figure out what type of skin I have, and I clearly have dry skin because every time I put moisture on it, it just feels so good. I feel like I can do this for an hour. It's just rub moisture into my skin. Just soaks it right up. I feel so much better. I'm sure I'm doing all of this in the wrong order. I've been trying some products that I just buy at Marshall's for skincare just because it's affordable, and I used to not do anything at all. So I figure something is better than nothing. We'll see how it works. So right now I'm using this under eye roller serum that I got at Marshall's. I think it's got vitamin C. Yeah, it's vitamin C under eye serum. And I just roll it under there. It's supposed to get rid of dark circles. That's the claim. Feels pretty good, I must say. I don't know if it's gotten rid of dark circles. I've probably been using it for about 2 weeks now. I've been considering going to the dermatologist to see what this thing is right here. I've had it for a few years. I've noticed it's been getting a little bit bigger, this dark spot. But I've gotten so many different spots and freckles and, you know, pigmentation as I've gotten older that it's kind of like just one of a million different things that are showing up on my skin. Oh, here I'm using the Oleology Hydrating Facial Serum infused with hyaluronic acid, peptides, and squalene. Got this at Marshall's too. Doesn't have any type of smell. It's very watery. I mean, I'm not a big serum connoisseur. I don't know much about serum. I've never really used any. I don't know how the good ones feel. So I don't know if they're all this watery. But yeah, that's how that one feels. I'm gonna let that soak in for a minute. And Lastly, but not leastly, I'm going to use this. It's the same brand, Oleology, 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 I don't know. Brightening facial oil infused with vitamin C, rosehip oil, and squalene. I actually have just a plain rosehip oil one that I've used for years that I love. So let's see if I love this one too. Any type of oil always feels good. I put it on my skin. Got a pretty serious glow going on right now. When I stick my face in the sun, it's coming through my windows. Okay. Now I've got some other options for glow. I've got this L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. This is the color 904 Deep Glow. Does that say exfoliating? No, it doesn't. It's a French word. It says Deep Glow Eclat Foncé. So that's one option. My other option is the Auric Glow Lust in Citrine. Let's use the Glow Lust. This is Samantha Ravndal's product, brand, Auric. I love watching her videos. Just gonna use this all over, and I will put foundation on top of it. I have worn this just by itself, and I know it just was it just made me super shiny all over, and it felt heavy on the skin. I don't think I was really using it the right way. I do use it sometimes just to help hide the darkness right here all over the face. I didn't love it, but I'm going to try to see what it looks like under foundation. The last time I used it all over my face, I did it on its own. It was the first day that I got it, and I was so excited to have it, so I just kind of slathered it all over my face and then went outside with no other products on. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so for foundation, I'm gonna use the Fenty. Should I use the Fenty Beauty? This new, what's it called again? Fenty Beauty. Eavesdrop. Number 19. Blur Smooth Tint Stick. Sure, why not? Let's try. It's this. Doesn't smell like anything. How much product is in here? I think I've used quite a bit of that, actually. It's all over. Ooh, right now, since I've been using the self tanner, it kind of looks like could be a good match for me at the moment. Let's see. I'm gonna rub that in with a brush. I use this. Just gonna push it into the skin. I'm gonna spend a long time doing this, I think. So sit back, relax. This could take a while. I'm doing a swipe and a push. I noticed Nikki LaRose does this for ages. She'll like spend an hour pushing the foundation into her skin. So let's say that'll work for me with this. Still looking pretty glowy over here. I'm gonna try to cover that mark, that huge freckle or cancer or whatever the hell it is. If you're somebody that likes it when things are taken seriously, this probably isn't the channel for you. My arm gets tired. I need to work out because this gets exhausting. So what's been going on lately? My daughter goes to college. She lives on campus. It's only about 15 minutes away from me. And it's only about 15 minutes away from her grandmother, my stepmom. And the other night, she was driving to my stepmom's house to pick up a package that had been delivered there for her. And she saw a dead cat in the road. So she pulled over because she believed it might belong to the house that was right there. So she pulled over, knocked on the door, let them know there was a dead cat in the road. And the woman who answered it kind of just called back into the house saying, "There's another cat in the road." There goes the train. And my daughter noticed that there were 2 styrofoam boxes on the front porch. They were turned on their side, and that there were kittens all over the porch. And that there, in the styrofoam box, was another dead cat where these kittens were kind of running in and out of. It really upset her. It was very upsetting, obviously, to my daughter. Anybody who loves animals would be pretty disturbed by that. So she called me, sobbing. What do I do? What do I do? So the next day, she and her friend went back after work at night and took 2 of the kittens. They were only able to catch 2 of them. She lives on campus, as I said, so she couldn't keep them, but her friend that she went with took them home, took them to the vet the next day, and is working on finding homes for them. Lola and I, of course, my daughter and I were worried about all the other kittens, so I went back there the next night with Lola. We went back the next night, and we went onto the porch, and they had removed the dead cat, and we didn't see any of the kittens. None of them were out. It was clear somebody was home. There was a car parked in the driveway. The lights were on. The TV was on. Could hear it inside. So since we couldn't find any of the cats, I thought maybe they had brought them inside. So I thought, let me, talk to these people, see what's going on. So I rang the doorbell a bunch of times. I knocked on the door. I called out to them. They never came. So we left. The next day, I went back during the day. And when I went back, there were maybe 20 kittens just covering their lawn. It was a beautiful day out, so they were just kind of laying in the sun, hanging out. And these kittens actually looked a little bit older than the kittens that Lola had taken. And these kittens, you couldn't get anywhere near them. they were not used to being around people. They weren't feral, but they couldn't, you couldn't get anywhere near them. So I knocked on the door again, you know, knocking on the door. I went to my car because I had brought some cat food, and I put it out for them, hoping maybe they would come to the food and maybe I could grab 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 of them. And that didn't work. But then the one of the people that lived in the house came out, and she was like, "Can I help you?" I said, "Well, actually, you know, my daughter was here the other day and she saw these cats. She's the one who, you know, told you about the dead cat in the road, and I'm just wondering, can I have them? Can I take them?" And she said, "Well, you're not going to be able to catch them. They're feral." You know, she and I talked for about 20 minutes. It was kind of disturbing, and I didn't want to be antagonistic towards her. I didn't want to seem like I was judging her, but I wanted to help these cats, especially now that winter's coming, and they're just going to keep having more babies, and there's just going to keep being more dead cats. Anyway, she wouldn't let me try to grab any of them. And honestly, I didn't think I would be able to. They were quick, and they did not want anything to do with humans. And she said to me, "Well, you know, if you want kittens, come back after they have their next litter." And I'm like, well, they're just going to keep having litters, and they're going to keep reproducing, and there's just going to be more dead cats in the road. Like, how about containing the problem, letting me help you trap them, and then getting them, you know, fixed, at the very least, spayed, neutered, so that they don't keep having kittens. You know, winter's coming. And she just kept saying, no, no, no. So finally I left, and I had to go take Echo to the vet today because she was limping. There was something wrong with her front paw. Turns out she had broken a nail. There was a rabbit on the other side of the fence that was tormenting her yesterday, and she was like digging like crazy trying to get to this rabbit. Anyway, she broke a nail. So at the vet, I told the vet what was up, and, you know, I was like, what should I do? Should I call animal control? You know, there are gonna be a bunch more kittens, and these guys are not being looked after. These little babies, it's gonna get cold. I don't know what to do. And the vet basically was like, I really don't think animal control is gonna do much, you know, because they're on this person's property. And cats are allowed to live outdoors. I don't know. She wasn't very optimistic about animal control being a big help in this situation. So I honestly don't know what to do. But we're going to call, and, you know, my daughter wants to hopefully maybe have animal control trap the cats, and then we would take them and find homes for them. Hopefully get them spayed and neutered, although that's a huge expense. Hopefully get the ASPCA to help us do that. We don't want to just give them over to the ASPCA. They'll most likely will never find homes and be put down, which we don't want to happen. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, what we're going to do. If anybody is out there listening and has advice, please, I'm all ears. Okay, that's enough, the foundation. Let's see what I can do with concealer. I'm going to use the Kosas one. Or do I want to use the e.l.f.? There's this, and I have this, which is lighter. I think the e.l.f. one is lighter. It's kind of hard to tell in this light. Let me go in with the light one first. Anyway, I'm the type of person that I will always help an animal. You know, if I can't pass an animal on the road that's like in any kind of trouble. I will stop and help the animal. I've taken birds in, I've taken possums in. I can't stand to see an animal hurt or suffering in any way. That just, I can't live with myself when I see that. And it drives me crazy when people don't take care of animals, you know? I'm not loving this color. It's a little too light, I think. It's meant to get a couple beauty blenders so I can kind of even out this situation. Just go over my whole face with it, you know? But I haven't done that yet. This was too light. I should have gone in with the other one, I think. I'm gonna try to use the foundation brush and push this in. See, I just made myself pale again. That was like the opposite of what I wanted to happen. Let's see if I can darken that up with the roses. It's too late. Oh, I like the undertone of that, I think. Now, let's see. It's really hard to tell with the sunlight. I think I'm going to close this. Might be better to just... One moment. Okay, at least now I can see what I'm doing. The biggest regrets I have in my life, the things that keep me up at night, are invariably times in my life where I didn't help an animal that I could have helped. You know, like I wasn't able to for whatever reason. Like usually it happened while I was traveling, especially like I've done a lot of traveling in Costa Rica and especially Mexico. And there are countries, as you know, if you travel, where the animals, specifically the dogs, are kind of the last. They're the people's last concern, you know? So the dogs wind up being 90% strays. They usually wind up being killed in the road. They're very, very skinny. They're very malnourished. And you come across them quite often when you're traveling. And there are a couple of times in my life where I remember a dog and I will still be thinking about that dog to this day. You know, decades later, I still remember these dogs that I didn't help. You know, I wasn't able to, where I didn't have the money. I wasn't on my own traveling. I was with somebody else and I was kind of at the mercy of what they wanted to do. I will never be in that position again. This made me so, well, I'm gonna fix it with bronzer. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. This is a really depressing topic of conversation. Do I want to do a little bit more of that Fenty? What did I do with it? I just had it. Where did I? There it is. Just because I feel like I went way overboard with that concealer, and now I'm so pale. And yeah, I'm gonna do bronzer, but I feel like I just went in too hard with that e.l.f. concealer. That was too light. You know who always has the most beautiful skin and is able to make their skin look just so incredible and glowy and just delicious is Alexandria Anele, Alex. I don't know how to pronounce her name. She's also like 50 years younger than me, so that helps her. But still, like, her skin, I mean, is just the transformation that she's able to create with her skin is mind-blowing. Okay, I'm gonna use the Westman Atelier. This is, I think it's Truffle? Yeah, it's contour stick. Wow, it's very light on me at the moment. That tan actually must have worked. There. Contour. There. There. I'm gonna rub that in with the foundation stick, because I mean the foundation brush, because I don't have a million options here. The light in my phone, I'm using my phone, is so different than what it looks like in the mirror. It's very yellow in the phone. I need to figure that out, because it makes it torture to watch back. You know, to look at myself and be like, oh my God. I mean, I don't need any help looking yellow. You know? It's like what I'm trying to fight against constantly. It's looking yellow. I do not need your help. Telephone. All right, what bronzer should I use? Maybe I'll use, since I'm on the cream thing at the moment, let's save powders till the very last possible second. I'm gonna use the Fenty Cream bronzer in Teddy. Should I try to use this? Yeah, let's try to use a different look. I'm almost out of that. Oh, now I see why people cover. I've totally hit pan in there. All right, let's see what happens here. I feel like this brush is too big. And I feel like this is a little gray toned for me right now. At least in the camera, it looks super gray. Push that in with this. As I said, I'm not the best at finding the right colors for myself. And I'm not liking these. I'm gonna use a powder. But first, I'm gonna go back to this. Or should I do that? I'm wanting to lighten this area up. I'm wondering, or do I? Do I want to do that? I'm wondering if I should do that by adding a little concealer. Do it when I put my powder on. I think I'll wait till I do the powder. Yeah, I've had enough of that concealer. What bronzer do I want to use? Do I want to use Old Faithful, which is the Vive medium? No, Vive Modern Bronzer in Tan. This is the tan one. I think I do. I think I want to use this one. And I think I'm not going to use the darker shade like I usually do. I'm going to use the red, the one that's more red, since my face is looking so gray. See if I can balance it out a little bit with the red. Is that something that's going to work? Kind of pouncing this on my skin because I don't want to disturb all that mess I put underneath. Damn, you know what I meant to do? I meant to do the cream blush. Ay, mio. Get your act together, woman. Because the only cream blush that I have, the only powder blush that I have is from the Hourglass palette. And I don't really want to do that. Huh. Is it a terrible idea to try to put the cream blush on now over the powder? I'm gonna think about that, and while I think about it, I'm going to do my eyebrows. This is the Refy. Since my eyes have disappeared, I'm gonna try to make them reappear by putting on some liner. And let's see how that goes. Really only like to do the very outer third, of my eye, unless I'm doing like a smoky something. Don't like to go the whole way in. I'm gonna put a little shadow on, just something kind of natural, and then I'll go over that liner with a shadow. Maybe I'll try to do something different. Let me just do this usual color that I always use. This is the Vive Essential Palette. I'm putting that one color on my whole lid, and then in my crease, kind of winging it out a little bit. And then I think I'll even use a little bit of a darker one in the outer corner. I'll use a Delicious. Just here. Probably should have done this before I did the liner, but whatever. Okay, let's do, just wiping this off on my handy little dry washcloth right here. Everything looks so gray in the camera. Okay, I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side. Bringing it into the nose. I don't know if I did that over here. And then I'll go back in with that darker, the Delicious. Do the outer corner a little bit. then I think I'm going to do something maybe lighter on the inside. What brush do I want to do that with? What color do I want to use? That's too light. New. That's too light too. What other palettes? Do I want to use that yellowy color? Maybe I do. I am scared. I kind of want to. Yeah, I do. Fuck it. I like using my finger to just dig in there. How do I do it from this side? No. I don't hate that. Crazy? I'll answer that. I don't hate it. Yeah, I honestly don't hate that as much as I probably should. Okay, back to liner situation. Let's try this. Boy, I'm making a mess. Let's try the, where's my little angled, here it is. I'm gonna try just putting the, what color is this? Lark from the Danessa Myricks Groundwork Defining Neutrals palette. Just try to do, I'm sorry, I need to use this mirror close up. Just kind of packing that on to my lid. Sorry again for the angle, the position. After I do this, I have to make my blush decision. I think I'm kind of putting that off. I really wanted to use a cream. I think I'm gonna do it anyway. Just gonna use a cream on top for blush. What's the worst that can happen? I look like shit. It's not like I'm going anywhere. That seam feels a little light. Is this one, this is the Sculpted. Is that gonna help it out? Yeah, that helped it out without using black. Though I may still want to add a little bit of black to that. Do I? No, I don't. I don't want to use black. I want it to stay soft. Okay, I think that's enough. I did want to try, maybe now's the time to do it. I did want to try using, what color is that? It's the sandstone. It's this one. I wanted to try putting that in my bottom waterline. Do I want to do that now? Do I? Ooh, what do I want to do? I don't think so. Not today. Not today, Satan. Before I do mascara, let me do this blush. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Is that crazy? Yeah, that looks crazy. I swear on the skin, it doesn't look crazy when I blend it out. This is the L'Oreal like lip crayon, or not L'Oreal, Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick. That color, yeah. Yeah, because I'm gonna, oh my God, so indecisive. Or do I just want to do something more pinky? Let me just do a tiny bit, and then maybe I'll go over it with pink if I feel the need to. I don't know why I worry about this so much, because honestly, we all know it all just winds up looking the same. No matter what color I use, it looks the same. Into there a little. Get into there so you so things look a little cohesive. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I might have just fucked everything up. But that's okay. I think I'm gonna try using this other lipstick, which is a Clinique one. It is Sweet Pop 09 Clinique. I've had this forever. I don't know why I would get such a color because, you know, I intend when I buy a lipstick, I intend for it to go on my lips generally. What was I thinking? Why would that ever look okay on my lips? Maybe I should try it just because why not? But I think I'm going to try to change the tone in my cheeks a bit with this. Make it a little cooler tone since I like that better. Since everything else on my face right now is gray, might as well keep going with the cool tone. Oh geez, what did I do? See, it looks okay over there. It looks okay over there. It looks okay over there. But then I look over here. Whoa. Looks insane. I'm kind of going like right below my eye to try to marry it to this under eye that I did. Teensy. Okay, this is starting to get nuts. This is starting to get insane. Maybe I just wiped off the brush. Try to blend that out a little bit. Maybe once I do freckles, freckles fix everything. Honestly, I swear. I feel like freckles fix everything. I kind of wanted to use this face. What is it? It's from Face Cosmetics, Face Stockholm. And this is Pot Gloss Simplicity. And I've intended this for my lips, but I have liked it on the cheeks. But my cheeks have seen enough. They've seen enough today. Goodness Lord. Let me just do some freckles. I'm going to do some freckles to help myself. Mascara, and then I'll deal with lip and maybe a little highlighter. Oh boy. See why this isn't a tutorial? I would never make such a crazy claim that I'm trying to teach anybody anything over here. Where's my... Oh, this is where that was. I was looking for that before. Where's my brown liner? Here it is. I wish this was a sharpening. I wish this could be sharpened. Okay, fix the blush with some freckles. Fix the nose. Some freckles. People don't just have freckles on their nose and cheeks, so I like to add some other places, you know, just to like make it make sense, please. Make it make sense, Mommy. Hi, Mom. Okay, I did with that, and then I'm gonna also go in. I'm going to go in with this, or am I gonna use this one? Yeah. These freckles aren't all the same tone, right? I think I want to do a big one on top of my real one, which you can't see. Whoa! I can see it. Did a big one. Do I want to do a big one anywhere else? No, that maybe I'll do two. Like Jason Momoa. This is my ode to Jason Momoa. His cute little beauty marks. There. Okay, what did I say I was gonna do next? Let me do, oh, I never did powder. It's funny, that stuff hasn't really creased. Let me just make sure. And then I am going to try to do a little powder, see what happens. Might as well. Got the Makeup by Mario, which people love, so let's see what it does. Let's see if we can figure out why. Just a small little brush to push that on. I think that kind of makes all this blend together a little bit more seamlessly. Am I crazy for thinking that? Kind of pushing that into the skin. Maybe I'll use a little bit of a bigger brush to do the bigger areas. I do like the tone of this, although I do think that it's quickly going to become too dark. And this is, I think it's it's number 4, Warm Honey. It's good right now, but in the depths of winter, it might be a little too dark for me. Okay, I did that. That was exciting. Now let me do a highlighter, and then I'll set, then I'll do mascara, and then I'll do lips. That is the plan. I'm using Hourglass. I'm using that one. Put a piece right there, a piece right there. Do I want to do the cheek? Yeah. The whole point was, what was the point? Glowy. Try and make things glowy. And that did it. All right. Let's spray this baby down. I'm gonna do mascara and then lips. Pretty patchy in there. But that's life. Nobody's looking that close. Except for maybe you. You know, I've never ever in my life, not one time have I ever used an eyelash curler. Is that something I should use? Do I need to? I mean, I barely have any eyelashes. It seems like, what the heck is there to curl? What do you people do? Are eyelash curlers really a thing anywhere other than YouTube? Here comes a train. One day I'll get a mic. For now, it doesn't matter. Nobody's watching this. Oop, eyes watering. Is an eyelash curler something I need? Kind of scary. Thought of gripping some metal object under your eyelashes. Oh no. I'm really liking this mascara. And I've noticed that this one has not smudged, not once. This is the Essence Lash something. Lash Princess. False Lash Effect Mascara, waterproof. As I may have said, my daughter gave this to me. All right. I think I did okay. I didn't do too bad. Okay, lips. This is the NYX something. That needs to be sharpened. Let me just get that out of the way. The NYX. I feel like it's really browny. Kind of, what's that NYX? Because this is NYX. This looks very different. Whatever. Think so. This is NYX also. I think that one's better. I'm gonna sharpen that, and then I'll look and tell you what it is, since it's actually the one I'm gonna use. And this is NYX Professional Makeup Pencil, Lip Pencil, Mauve. I should do a video where I'm trying different lip colors, because lipstick is something I hate on myself. And so I never do it. I usually don't even do this. Usually I'll just put on like chapstick and be done. But I've noticed that when I put it on here, I kind of like the way it looks when I watch a video back of myself, which is interesting. It's wild how different you look in a video. Maybe I'll even try that pink. Okay, I like this, but I do feel like I need something a little bit deeper. I like this, actually. Let's put it all over. And then I'll like contour with something a little deeper. Excuse you, rude. God, I hate the way I talk. Why can't I be cool? I just want to be cool. I'm so the opposite of cool. Getting an email. We'll get it later. Okay. I need to add a little bit of browniness to that. Maybe I'll just use the Buxom. It's kind of similar to that, but not quite as, yeah, it's close enough. I'll use the Buxom because it'll be easier for me to read the name of the color. It's High Def Honey. It's the, you know, one that a lot of people like. Okay. Is that even doing anything? I just feel like it doesn't even do anything. Have I really been filming for over an hour? I'm gonna need to edit. Oh God, uh-oh, this may never go up. we go. And I like this tone, so I think I'm just going to do this Milk Makeup Kush Lip Oil. A little moisture back on. Yeah, that's it. Done. Just can't get over how different it looks there and everywhere. But that's it. There's the skin. I need to tightline. I hate that when you can see the whites of the under your lid. Yeah, I need to tightline, but next time, remind me. Okay, bye.